Get Out is the directorial debut of the comedian Jordan Peele, which is oddly enough because this movie is a thriller and Jordan Peele is obviously known for his comedy. And it is obviously a 2017 film, a horror thriller film, thriller comedy film. My bad. And this movie centers around Chris and his girlfriend Rose. Chris is going to meet Rose's parents, and so happens Chris is a black guy dating this white girl, and he is meeting her parents, and there's a lot of weird stuff going around the house with all these servants that they have in the house who so happens to be black. And a lot of weird stuff go down in this film, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say about Get Out. Get Out. This is a movie that is really important to me. There are some things in this film I definitely relate to. Like with the racial social commentary in this film, I definitely relate to most of the stuff that Chris was going through in this film. Not most of the stuff, but some of the stuff in this film that Chris was going through as a 16-year-old African American male. This movie pretty much represents what would happen if a black guy is dating a white girl and he's meeting her parents. Not most of the stuff, but like the way they come off. This weird. They're not racist, but in the way they are. This movie is so good. Get Out is so freaking good. I mean, my God, for a directorial debut of Jordan Peele, this was. I mean, Jordan Peele, you nailed it for your directorial debut. This was a. Oh my God, this movie was so good. I went to a packed. I went to my theater, a packed audience. If I hold, I mean, the movie theater was. This movie was almost sold out. I had the last. Me and my mom we went to go see this movie today. We got the last two seats. We sat at the side of the film, like the right side of the theater room, and I just had a good time watching this movie. Like this whole movie, just okay. Where to begin? The movie, obviously, like I said before, plays on social commentary with racism, and like I said before, these people in this film, the white people in this film, they just come off as weird and there's something's not really right with them, and they're not racist, but in the way they are racist. This whole movie was just so trippy. This whole movie was just trippy, and I do love. I keep forgetting the guy's name who plays Chris in this film. He was outstanding. I loved Chris in this film. He seemed like a very likable character. He had a tragic backstory as a kid, which I will not get into. I will not leave spoilers in this film because this is a movie that you should go in not knowing much about it. This is no day. As a black guy, this white girl go to the parents' house, and weird stuff goes down. That's pretty much all you need to know about this film. This movie is a perfect film. Going in, not knowing much about it, and to sit there, you'll just this movie. This movie was just amazing. I just loved almost every second of it, and like I said, the scares were good. It is seemed forced. I mean, there are some jump scares in this film which got me. This movie kept me in suspense. This movie kept me in suspense. Also too, since Jordan Peele is a comedian, this movie did have some humor in it. I laughed at most of the humor in this film. It didn't feel forced. Like, hey, even though this is a thriller, let's throw some comedy in it. No, they didn't do that. They did not do that. It felt natural. It felt like it needed to be humor at the right time. This movie was just. My goodness. Like I said, as a 16-year-old African American male, I do relate to some of the things in this film, like the scene where Chris was meeting both of the white people at the house, they were asking all these questions and stuff too, like, do you play golf and stuff? Which I'm just like very stereotypical stuff that people will ask African American males, like, do you play ball or are you into sports? I'm not into sports myself, but people do ask me that, which I'm just like, no, I don't play sports. But the film really portrays that very well. And I love how they did that in this film, in this movie. And also the service in this film, like the African American service, especially the lady in this film. Great props to her. She did a fantastic job. She was very creepy in this film. They're also weird too. Even the African American slaves in this film, they don't seem right either. And one of the reasons they don't seem right, like I said, I'm not gonna get into spoilers, is go in and you'll find out for yourself. That's how I can describe this movie. Just go in, you'll just find out for yourself. And the movie just, it kept me in suspense. And this is guys is in a interracial relationship, which I had before. Which, of course, I'm just down with the swirl. I'm attracted to white girls, Asian girls, Hispanic girls, Indian girls, green girls, like those green girls from Star Trek, which whatever. Okay, we're not gonna get into that, but I love dating outside my race. But one of the disadvantages, one of the few issues with that the parents might be racist and not might be feeling the fact that I'm an African American male, that they want their daughter dating me because I'm black. I pretty much go through that too, and this movie, I just relate to so many things in this movie that it kept me interested, it kept me invested with Chris. I was just telling Chris, like, just get out of there, man. This ain't right. This definitely ain't right. And there are so many surprises in this movie, that just got me like, oh my god, like, what? It got me like, my mouth literally dropped when I found out one of the twists in this film. It just got me like, and this movie was, oh my god, Lil Rel, oh my. Lil Rel in this movie was hilarious. I know so many people like Lil Rel in this film. He plays Chris' best friend, who's calling him saying like, "Hey, I have heard for Chris, man. Like, what's going on here? Like, no, man. I don't know about that, man." He was funny as heck. I loved him in this film. He's probably like my favorite actor in this movie. His performance, like I said, I know many people like him in real life, so maybe relate to that. So I'm just like, yeah, he's one of the people that, like, I know a certain person like him. So yeah, this movie was a fun ride. I mean, this movie, it was scary when it needed to be scary. It was funny when it needed to be funny. There are so many things in this movie that kept me in shock. I'm like, oh crap! Like, this movie, it got me on the edge of my seat. I loved Get Out. Guy, Jordan Peele, like I said, you done a darn good job for your first, like, your directorial debut. You done a darn good job. I mean, really. And this movie was just made for me. It didn't really change my perspective on dating white girls. It really did it on, like, views of white people. It really did it, because I will say this too. I have a diverse group of friends outside my school, because, I'm just a typical nerd at my school, so I don't really have that much friends at school. But I do have this one friend at my school. His name is John. He still happens to be white, the only white boy in my school, TMI. We get along so well, and outside my school, I have so many friends of this different color, white, Asian, Hispanic, just whatever. I get along with white people so much. I grew up in a white area when I was younger, growing up. But this movie definitely plays the social commentary very well on racism. And I will add on to, I did grow up in a white neighborhood. I went to a white school when I was younger. So yeah, Get Out, guys, Get Out and see Get Out. No pun intended. Get Out and see Get Out. This movie should be seen by everyone. Just go see Get Out now. I'm going to give Get Out an A. And this movie is actually doing very good at the box office, which is great because this movie is very original and very different compared to most movies we see today. So there you go. We got an original movie finally, guys. But anyways, guys, if you've seen Get Out, or if you want to see Get Out, let me know if you want to see the movie or not. But if you've seen the movie, let me know what you think of the movie in the comment section down below. And as always, guys, if you're new to my channel, you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.